What's good, y'all? So I have a video lined up for us to react to. Let's hop
Why are
right into
men
it.
not as interested or as obsessed with us anymore? Obsessed is crazy work. I get this question a lot, and I wouldn't say that men have stopped being interested. What I think is we've had our perspective and our priorities reset. In the past, men chasing behind women they probably couldn't even maintain was a badge of honor. The applied pressure culture was a real thing. We were told our identity was wrapped up in who we were able to conquer. That's how it used to be. And I believe women by majority standardize that as this is what it should be. Whereas now, priority number one for a lot of men is to consider our purpose, our peace, and our pockets before prioritizing you. It's almost like that viral video where that man is sitting down eating and it's like single man meal is $16 and a peaceful dinner. Then it says relationship meal is like $85 and trying my best to avoid an argument. There's humor in that, but there's also some honesty. And I think a side effect of men prioritizing those things is that by doing so, we've unconsciously unlocked the clarity that says I still want and desire a woman, but if she comes in and compromises my peace, my purpose, or my pockets, then I don't even want to waste my time. And I don't think women know how to handle that disillusion. But it's not because men aren't interested. It's just that we're no longer more interested in you than we are our purpose, peace, and our pockets. If you were to enter his life right now and contribute to those things, he's not going anywhere. But if you compromise any of those things, he'll peep it from a mile away and he will not be interested.
You know, it is what it is, right? Where we're focused on our purpose. And I've taken a lot of flights in my life. And one of the number one things that they tell you on a flight is just in case of an emergency, if the plane goes down, God forbid, that you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else, before you can be an asset to anybody else. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to be a liability and you're really going to cause more harm than good. And that's how it is in this dating culture too. And men had to go through a lot of hardship in order to figure that out. Men had to chase and chase and chase for a long time until we finally figured it out. You know, some men figured it out before others, but it doesn't matter. As a collective, we are starting to not chase, and we're starting to make sure that we're building the life that we want, that we're focused on our purpose, and that we're putting on our own oxygen mask so we could survive in this world, in this difficult world, and we can make sure that we're doing good before we invite anybody else into the equation. Truly, in my opinion, it's self-care. Putting your purpose first is what you're supposed to do as a human being. Putting God first, I will add that in, right? Building a relationship with God, I'll put that on top of what he said. But we're not in a culture anymore of chasing, right? Oh, she looked good, so let me chase. Oh, that's the girl of my dreams, let me chase. Oh, that's my type, let me chase. Nah, we got to reevaluate what the girl of our dreams are. The woman of my dreams is a woman that's going to come in and not compromise the things that are very, very important to me. Right. And it should be vice versa, to be real. But right now we speaking about what we speaking about. Everybody got to take care of themselves, man. Everybody has to make sure they're able to provide for themselves. Everybody has to make sure that they can take care of their own peace of mind. We're living in a world where everybody wants everything from you at any given moment. But you have to finally say yes to yourself. And that's what men are doing. Men are finally saying yes to themselves. We are purpose driven for a reason. We don't want to be in relationships that's going to drain us. We don't want to be in relationships that's going to take away our peace of mind. We don't want to be around people, this goes for friends too, who are trying to compromise what we're building in this life. We're building peace. We're building something good. We're building that relationship with God. We're building our kingdom. And people have to understand that. Sometimes you can't spend a whole bunch of money on people because you got to spend that money on your savings account. A lot of us, we walking around, we in debt, but you trying to go out here and look for a girl and chase women. Nah, bro, I'm not chasing Peach. I'm not chasing after Peach because I need to make sure that I'm locked in on my purpose and I'm doing the things that I need to do in my life. I got to stay driven. I got to stay focused on the things that matter in my life. That's what y'all got to tell yourselves nowadays, man. We not chasing no more. Ain't nobody need to be chasing nothing. You need to be working after your dreams, working after your purpose, working after your goals. We're not chasing no more. We're not chasing no more. God didn't give us life so we could chase after another human being and treat another human being like they're a celebrity. What did that person do for you? Like, come on, why are you treating them like that? You treat her like a celebrity, she's going to treat you like a fan. We all know this. She's going to treat you like you don't even exist. Y'all trying to kiss the ground that a woman walks on, but the truth is you gotta make sure that you kissing yourself. Make sure that you okay. You trying to show love to people that ain't even showing love back to you. You trying to show love to women and you ain't even get a true connection with them. You got to show love to yourself. You got to make sure that you doing okay. You got to show love to yourself. You got to look in the mirror. I love myself, man. I love myself. I love me. Because who going to tell you that for you? Can't nobody put the work in for you. See, you got work to do. You got to pay off that debt. You got to lock in. You got to be on your purpose. You got goals and dreams to accomplish. Somebody tell me who's going to do it for you if we don't get up and do it each and every single day that we're alive, each and every single day that we're breathing. If we don't get up and we don't put the work in, who's going to do it for us? Who's going to lock in for us? Who's going to put the work in for us? Come on, man. No, nobody. Nobody. So it might sound harsh, but no, I'm not going to chase. And you shouldn't either. We should not be chasing. We shouldn't be chasing nothing. Nothing. We just got to let me self-improve. Let me get 1% better each day. Let me chase after my future self, right? The man that I want to be, the type of man that I want to be in this world. Let me chase after that. But we can't be chasing after women. Not in this day and age. And what do I mean by that? Not in the day and age where they're coming online and literally telling you, not all of them, obviously, some of them, you know, I'm just using him for meals or I'm just using him for this and that. Don't get used, right? If she can't struggle with you, if she's not willing to help you with the main principles and foundations, then she could be using you. If she's compromising your peace, if she doesn't understand that you're in a season of saving money, then she might be abusing you, hurting you in ways that may not be physical, but it's mental, it's spiritual. If she's stopping you from building that relationship with God and she's not adding on to that, she could be stopping you from who you really need to be and what you need to really be working on in this life. So, you know, we have to make sure that we're hanging around the right groups of people. We have to make sure that we're hanging around the right women. Because truthfully, it could be the end of you if you're around the wrong women. If you're around the wrong groups of people. If you're around somebody that don't really care how you doing. If you're around somebody that wants to just beat you up and not speak life into you, right? You got goals and dreams and you letting her know, yeah, this is what I'm trying to work on and she not speaking life into you, then you can't be part of that journey. You can't be part of that process. And while we're building ourselves, why would we chase after somebody? See, when you chase after somebody, you don't know what you're going to get. You think you know what you're going to get. You think you know what you want until you truly in a relationship with that person and you realize that it was all superficial to begin with. It was all superficial. It didn't even really make sense. They weren't even really speaking life into you. They didn't even love you for you. They just loved you for what you could provide in that moment, but you're still building. You're still working on yourself. See, we have healing to do. We have work to do. We have things that we need to do. We need to keep building our relationship with God. We need to keep being on our purpose. We need to keep going to the gym. Like who I am today is not who I'm going to be tomorrow. I got to keep working on being the best version of me each and every day that I'm here, each and every day that I'm alive. I'm not going to waste time chasing after somebody that's not showing no interest in me. Let's talk about it. That's really what it is. Why are we chasing after people that they're not even showing us no interest? Stop going after people that's not showing you no interest. She got to show you some interest, bro. She got to show you that she like you or that she rock with you in some sort of way before you go up to her and say, hey, you know, she got to be looking at you. She got to be at least looking at you. She got to at least acknowledge your presence. And some women don't even acknowledge your presence, but you going all after them. Right now, men are in the season of acknowledging themselves. Men seen other men get played. Men seen other men deal with relationships that's not fruitful. Men saw other men hop into relationships too quickly after that they got out of one. Men saw it, bro. We saw it, bro. Men are on social media. We see what the women are saying. We see what's going on. We see the lack of appreciation. And again, that's not from all women, but that's from some of them. And that's really enough to just turn us off of that and turn us back on to our purpose, God, and focus on what truly matters. And here's the truth. This video is not about demonizing women at all. We love women. And the truth is we have women on this channel. If you didn't know, we have about 10%. I looked at the analytics, 10+% of the people that watch this channel are women. Some of my top supporters. This is not to ever speak bad on women. Here's the secret. This is to my guys listening. When we're on our purpose, we become more attractive to the women. It's not like a FU. It's not like we're throwing it in their face or we're trying to demonize them or say, hey, I ain't even focused on you. You not nothing. You not. Nah, that's not what this is. We're supposed to be on our purpose. Everything that homeboy said in that video, hey, bro, we're supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be building our relationship with God. We're supposed to be looking after our pockets. We're supposed to be building our kingdom. We're supposed to be prioritizing our peace. The problem is we weren't doing that. We were prioritizing and pedestalizing the woman. And when you do that, you become unattractive. That's the truth. You become unattractive. You find yourself being in these situations that you don't really need to be in. But when you're purpose driven, you become attractive. You become more attractive. When you on your purpose, you become more attractive. When you locked in, you become more attractive. When you start working out, going to the gym, you become more attractive. When you start taking care of your face, you start taking care of your skin routine. Shout out to T. Hanley. You become more attractive. You become more attractive. You become more attractive. We're going to talk about being more attractive, how to be more attractive. We're going to talk about that in the near future. I'm going to make videos on that. But the truth is, being on your purpose is the number one way to become more attractive. This is like the solution for almost everything, bro. Right? Being on your God-given purpose is the solution for all the goofy stuff that we're dealing with in this world. Who should I be around? We'll be around purpose-driven people. Right? How do I get girls to like me? How do I find my wife in this world? How do I get that right girl? Be purpose driven. The right one will come and appreciate you for being that way and add value onto what you're building, to what you're trying to achieve in this world, in this very, very difficult world. This world is not easy. So I really need y'all to understand these are things that we're supposed to be doing, man. We were always supposed to be on our purpose. We were always supposed to be locked in. We were always supposed to be doing these things. This is what manhood is all about. We ain't supposed to be out here chasing nobody. We're supposed to be out here building for ourselves and for that special someone when the time is right. And I think a lot of men are starting to understand that there is such thing as divine timing. When you don't have faith to the highest degree, you always think that you have to be the one to make it happen. I need us to start having faith and knowing that the Creator is going to send you the one, the girl for you. You have to believe in divine timing. If you don't believe in divine timing, you're going to try to do things on your time. And every time you try to do things on your time, and you try to rush the process, you jump into things, you jump into a relationship, you jump into a situationship, you jumping into things with multiple people and multiple partners and all that. You just jumping in. And you need to build a relationship with yourself first. You need to put your own oxygen mask on first. You need to ask yourself, what do you really want? Just because you lonely doesn't mean that you just need to jump into stuff. A lot of y'all just jumping into a whole bunch of stuff. You have to know what you're jumping into. You gotta know what you're jumping into. And I'm not one to judge, man. I'm not judging nobody, but I'm saying that you have to know what you're jumping into. And you have to trust divine timing. You could be in a situation with the right person. You could be in a situation with somebody that wants to see you on your purpose. They want to see you locked in. They appreciate you for who you are. They appreciate you for your work ethic. They appreciate you for your mindset. They appreciate you for the love that you give, for the money that you bring in. Even if it's not a lot, they understand the season that you're in your life. And a lot of women don't understand the season that a purpose-driven man is in. He's in his building years. He's in his grinding years. He's in those years where he's trying to make something happen. The right woman has to appreciate that. They have to acknowledge that. They can't stop you from that grind, but there's a lot of people trying to stop men from that grind. And like I said, we saw it, we see it. We don't want that. So we're gonna believe in divine timing. Everything will work out how it's supposed to work out when it needs to work out. We're not anybody's option. You gotta know that you're that guy. You gotta know that you're a king. You also have to treat yourself like that based on how you treat yourself. That's how people will treat you, king. You have to understand, king, that a lot of people are going to treat you how you treat yourself. And a lot of people are going to see you how you see yourself. And these women out here are going to play you. They playing you because you playing yourself. They going to see you as an option because you treat yourself like an option. That's why you got to hype yourself up. That's why you got to know that you that guy. That's why you got to be number one. That's why you got to speak these positive affirmations in that mirror and say, I'm him. I'm that guy. I'm locked in. I'm a winner. I'm God's child. I'm made in his image. These are things that you got to repeat to yourself every single day, man. You got to know who you are. You got to hype yourself up. We living in a world where kings don't know that they kings and they running around with rodents and peasants. And they're going to start becoming peasantry. You're going to start becoming peasantry because you're not understanding that you royalty. You're not understanding that you a king. You have to treat yourself like a king. You got to move like a king. You got to be around the queen. The queen's going to find her way to you. She always does. Women love winners. Women love a man that's on his God-given purpose. Women love a man that's no BS, no nonsense, locked in. Don't let them tell you different. And if they don't, then that's not the one for you. If she don't appreciate you being locked in, then that's not the one for you. If she don't appreciate you building a relationship with God, then that's definitely not the one for you. You have to believe in divine timing. You have to understand that it'll all work out. Y'all heard that song by Wayne? Let it all work out. And the guy in the background saying, let it all work out. Guys are understanding that it's all gonna work out, but I gotta breathe. You keep chasing after peaches and cream, and it's like, is it really that good? I feel like my purpose is better. Putting my purpose first is better than me chasing after something that's not even a guarantee that I'm gonna get. They just gonna put me in their phone as a sideline guy, you know? And then a guy that they really want, then they call your phone up. All right, next in line. Next. I don't want y'all to be a bench warmer. I don't want y'all to be a player on the bench, just, next. I want you to be the one that they are sought after. I want you to be the guy that women want. And the reason why is because it's a much better experience than being the person that is out here chasing after all these women. It's a thirsty look. It doesn't look good. We've all been guilty of it. You see something that you like, you want to go after it. It's in our nature to do that, but we have to bring it back to the foundation. We have to bring it back to the principles that work, the principles that matter. And like I said, you really get that girl by really being on your purpose and really being locked in. Really being locked in. Really being locked in, bro. You have to be locked in. You just have to be locked in. You gotta be locked in, man. Your purpose has to come first. Your peace has to come first. And a lot of y'all chasing women and you don't have money like that, but you spending all this money. You spending all this money. You spending money that you don't have. And now you have a scarcity mindset because you're not building a good relationship with money because you're forcing things. You're forcing things. I saw a thread on X, formerly known as Twitter. Who knows what it'll be known as in the future, But I was on X, man, and there was this tweet, this post, and this guy was saying, I just had to break up with a baddie y'all got to get your pockets right if you gonna mess with a baddie. Like, and then I'm looking at the text messages. He posted the text messages. In the text messages, he was like, "I can no longer fund your lifestyle," you know. And what it is there's broke guys out here chasing after baddies for the wrong reasons, just because she look good, you know, or just because the intimate moments are good, you know, because it's nothing like true love and making true love. I'm just gonna keep it real. Versus just being out here clapping for the action. And chasing after these women, bro, who's not adding no value into your life, who's not bringing you peace, and who's making your pockets empty. 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 Like when we go gold mining, you know, we trying to dig in the dirt for gold. And you've been gold mining for maybe 5 years. I've seen people try to gold mine for 5 years and they never come out lucky. There's no gold in there. You just gonna keep digging dirt, pockets empty like that. Pockets empty like that. Ain't nothing in this world that's a quick get rich scheme. It don't work. It's gonna take hard work. It's gonna take you caring about your pockets, bro. It's gonna take you making those sacrifices. You just can't do what you always used to do. You can't do that. You just can't waste your money like that. You gotta save your money. You gotta invest in yourself. Instead, you investing in women that's bringing you nothing back. You're funding her lifestyle, getting her food, buying her clothes, paying her bills. But you gotta pay your own bills, don't you? Ain't your rent due on the first? Hey, sir, isn't your rent due on the first? Aren't you close to an eviction? Why are you spending all your money on women? Your pocket's hurting. We don't do that no more. We not chasing no more. Cause we seen the stories and we seen how y'all ended up, bro. And that's not gonna be us, bro. Nah, we locked in. We locked in all the way. Purpose driven. The reason why men aren't chasing women anymore is because we own our purpose. We chasing our purpose instead. I'm gone.